Okay, I thought about this a little bit, and you guys are going to see the secret project today for the first time. The real secret project. Uh, yeah, today's kind of like a good news, bad news episode, I suppose. Good news, we're gonna go see the secret project. The bad news is it's unfinished. I've actually only spent about 4 or 5 hours on it so far, which is really nothing considering I've been supposedly working on it for 2 months. But you guys seem to think I'm up to something huge, which I'm really not. Well, it is kind of a huge project, but I haven't done anything to it really. Um, yeah, so something has happened, which is why I'm revealing it today. I didn't really plan this, but that's what happens. Apparently someone else has made the same thing as me, so there's no point keeping it a secret anymore. I don't think. May as well show you guys since you really seem to want to know what it is. So here we go. This is the real secret project over here. Yeah, it's supposed to be a Frogger game that you can play with your guy. So it's not a mob system like you guys thought. It's actually a Frogger game. I'll get into details about that in a little bit here. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background about this project. It's actually something I've been wanting to make for, I think, about 9 months now, is when I first came up with the idea. It was right around the time someone made the first Pong game in Minecraft using Redstone, and I thought, hey, how cool would it be to make a Frogger game? And I would use minecarts as the vehicles that you got to get past, and I would put zombies in them. So if you were walking by, the zombies would hit you if you get close to one of the carts, and you would take damage and you lose a life and have to start over type thing. And then my idea for the logs and the turtles was to have boats. I don't know if I have this set up so I can launch any right now. Let me try. I got rid of it. Darn. Used to have an easy loader here. But yeah, there would be 5 lanes of boats. What happened originally is I was building this, and I kind of came up with the idea for eats as I was building it, and I got distracted, and then I started an LP series, and yeah. And not much has changed since, and I still keep getting distracted with other projects instead of working on this one, which has been like my baby for 9 months. I keep telling myself, I gotta finish this, and I still haven't done it. So yeah, I was searching YouTube the other day, and just to make sure that no one else has made it yet, and I found out someone has finally. Minecraft PG5 made it, and he did an exceptional job on it too. He kind of beat me, I should say. I wasn't really impressed with his. His was a lot more simple than I was planning to do mine. I was going to have a lot of redstone and logic checking and stuff in mine. His was very simple and elegant, which is kind of why it was so good too. Yeah, I'll link his in the description though. Definitely check it out. It's very cool. I don't think he has any dislikes on the video, nor should he, because it's a very cool video. But yeah, I have minecarts. Basically, the way this would work is have a door here keeping you from entering the play field. When you're ready, you would push a button, the door would open, then you'd be free to go out here. Minecarts would be zipping to the right, left, right, and they would be. I was planning on doing them each individually, and have them each set to a specific pattern to go by, and you would have to find the pattern, kind of like in Real Frogger, to get by without getting hit by the minecarts. I'm just going to skip to day again. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So all this cobblestone here is just kind of temporary. Just wanted to get the basic shape set up. I was planning on replacing it with something nicer when it was all done. So one thing I was going to do is I was going to keep track of the players' lives. So you would start with 3. And I would keep track of it using a memory unit in Redstone. I was also going to keep track of time. So as soon as you go through the door to begin, the time would count down. And if you didn't finish the level and didn't get your frog across to the other side in time, you would lose a life. Was another thing I planned on doing. You know in Frogger, when you go outside of the playfield into the black area, you lose a life. I have these pressure plates set up here. I was going to use to detect if the player goes too far to the left or right. Major difference between mine and Minecraft PG5, which I thought was pretty interesting. So I was using boats for the logs and the turtles, and they were going to go right, left, right, you know, and you would have to right click and hop between them before going through the point of no return here, you know. Minecraft PG5, he did his out of pistons, so he had pistons coming out of the water, and you would have to hop across before they retracted back into the water. That was pretty cool. It was very noisy though, it's one thing I didn't like about it, but very cool. Yeah, so it's gonna have lives, it's gonna have time. There'd be 5 doors at the end here. 1 for each fraud you gotta get across to finish the level. When you would go through one of the doors, a memory unit would keep track of that, and then it would be closed, so the next time you go through the level, that door would be closed and the other 4 would be open type thing. If you tried to go through a closed door again, it would know it was closed and you would lose a life. Kind of like in Real Frogger, if you try to go to the same one that you have a frog already, you lose a life. The other thing I was planning on doing was keeping track of levels using redstone and memory units. So once you get all 5 frogs across the pond here into their 5 doors, then you'd finish a level. You'd probably gain a life then, and probably a victory tune would play using note blocks for finishing the level. Then the next level would get progressively harder. More minecarts would be on the track, and the pattern would change. Pattern for the boats would change. There'd be fewer boats as you advance through the levels, so it would get more difficult. Was what I was hoping to do. And let's see what else. Yeah, as you were playing, I was planning on having a Frogger music loop playing using note blocks all the time. If the game detects that you died, then it would play like an "Oh You Died" music tune type thing. So I was planning on doing some stuff with note blocks. But yeah, I haven't gotten too far. I got it all like figured out in my head. I just have to do it. And I still plan on finishing it, even though I'm showing you. I just don't really want it to be a secret project anymore. Where's the ladder? There's the ladder. Good job. So the last thing I was working on, or the most recent thing I was working on, is hollowing it out under here, so that I could set up the boat loops. So when woohoo! So this is a boat launcher type area, this stream here. When it gets to the other end, it comes to one of these type things, and then it falls down, and then there would be a water stream underneath taking it to the left, and it would constantly loop the boats. And there would be doors at the end to control the timing of the boats, like an eat system. And I was very careful at the end here so that the boats wouldn't lose any speed when they're getting launched, otherwise they wouldn't make it across this pond here. And yeah, so that's some of the things I was planning on doing. That's the secret project. I hope you guys aren't disappointed. Uh, it is a cool project, I think, and I look forward to doing it, but I'm going to do it at my own leisure. You know, as I feel like working on it, I will. And I don't have to worry about you guys hounding me, what's the secret project all the time, because now you know. So, hopefully it'll get done eventually, though. Also, I did record, I think, 2 episodes of me building what I have so far. If you guys are interested, I will post them. Like if one day I don't have any videos to post, I'll probably post those videos if you're interested. And you can see me building this and get a little bit more detail on the plans for it all. But yeah, that's what we got so far. So I was kind of hoping to have more done on this before I showed you guys, but you know, I have been posting videos pretty frequently, and it's hard to do the LP series and then work on this in the background at the same time. That's, a lot of Minecraft to play in a day, so it just didn't happen. And I was pretty busy in July. Then I had family visiting. Then I got sick, so all those things add up, and this kind of just sat here for a long time. And that's what happened. More good news though, since you guys know what this is, I don't have to hide it anymore, so I will be posting a new download to my world in this LP episode. Check the video description for a link. And this time I will be sure to start off in the ice base. I kind of messed up last time starting on Chocolate Island, and then people couldn't find it. So, start at the ice base. I think I'm going to call it Ice Cream Land. So that's like Chocolate Island, Ice Cream Land. We're going to start on Ice Cream Land. And you can check out the new EMP units. You can check this out if you want, and all the other little changes that have been going on in my world. You can check them out. Yeah, I think that's everything. So next episode we should be working on the spider mob system. And I will say goodbye for today. Thanks for watching. What am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting something. I don't know. Okay, bye-bye.